The MACPro Help Desk team welcomes your suggestions for our training and reference materials. Please contact us with your feedback and comments on this training, or if you need other MACPro assistance. You may contact us via email at macpro_helpdesk@cms.hhs.gov or by phone at 301-547-4688.
Hello, my name is Zach Dawson, and I'm with Truven Health Analytics, an IBM company. Truven Health is the education, training, and assistance contractor for MACPro. The purpose of today's webinar is to help you understand the MACPro role hierarchy and administrative tasks you are responsible for in MACPro, including approving and denying role requests. Additionally, there will be a working session at the end of the training to assist you in obtaining your MACPro user role. We expect an increase in role requests in the upcoming Medicaid MAGI eligibility and administration rollout. Your diligence in reviewing and acting upon role requests in a timely manner is essential to successfully establishing the hierarchies required to work within MACPro. All roles need to be filled so your state can effectively use the MACPro system. Please note, this training includes information for both state and CMS users who hold administrative roles. Currently, your lines are muted to prevent background noise. There will be an opportunity to ask questions at the end of the presentation. As we move through the presentation, please feel free to submit your questions as you think of them via the chat feature. We will address these at the end of today's presentation. CMS and training personnel are here to assist with any questions you may have at that time. Also, please note that we are recording this session for future viewing, and the slides presented today are included in the meeting invitation. Here's our agenda for today. We'll start with an overview of the administrative roles and the MACPro role hierarchy for both states and CMS users. Next, we will demonstrate how to approve and deny role requests in MACPro. After covering these topics, we will go over help desk and technical assistance, next steps, and provide an opportunity to ask questions. After the Q&A session, those users who have already been set up in MACPro as administrators can exit the training. For those users who are not yet set up in MACPro, we ask you to remain on the training so we can assist you with obtaining your MACPro user role. For your reference, descriptions of all non-administrative roles are included in the appendix. We'll first go over the administrative role descriptions and MACPro role hierarchy, first for state users and then for CMS users. There is one administrative role for state users, the State System Administrator, also known as the SSA. This role does the following: reviews and approves or denies state user role requests, views state system reports, and creates and maintains the state profile. Please note, the SSA is not authority specific, so all state role requests, regardless of authority, will go to all state system administrators within the state. Examples of authorities include MAGI Eligibility SPA, Quality Measures, and Health Home SPA. Additionally, you cannot approve your own role request. Your diligence in reviewing and acting upon role requests in a timely manner is essential to successfully establishing the hierarchies required to work within MACPro. All roles need to be filled so your state can effectively use the MACPro system. State system administrators are encouraged to alert the help desk if a state user should no longer be in MACPro. This diagram shows the approval hierarchy for state users. CMS System Administrators approve all state system administrator requests. State system administrators approve all state editor, state point of contact, and state director requests. Please note that if a state does not have an SSA set up in MACPro, all requests will go to the CMS System Administrator. Since the CMS System Administrator may not know these users, it is very important to have an SSA set up in every state that will be using MACPro. The CMS System Administrator role, also known as the CSA, reviews and approves or denies user role requests, and runs system reports as needed. This role cannot request any other user role. The CMS Role Approver role, also known as the CRA, reviews and approves or denies CPOC and SRT user role requests. Additionally, this role is specific to each Medicaid state plan authority. For example, if you would like to be a CRA for Health Hub Spas along with eligibility spas, we encourage you to request the role twice, once for each respective authority. This role cannot request the CSA role. The CMS CO admin role, also known as the CCA, includes CMS central office staff with direct responsibility for implementing and/or administering the quality measurement programs, and reviews and approves or denies CMS CORO researcher and technical assistance/analytic support role requests. This role cannot request the CSA role. This diagram shows the approval hierarchy for CMS users. CMS System Administrators approve CMS CO Administrators, CMS Disapproval Coordinators, CMS Package Approvers, CMS Package Disapprovers, CMS Report Admins, CMS Senior Reviewers, CMS Subscribers, and CMS Role Approvers. CMS CO Administrators approve CMS CORO users, researchers, and technical assistance analytic support users. CMS Role Approvers approve CMS Point of Contact users and CMS Submission Review team members. CMS administrators and state system administrators are encouraged to alert the help desk if a CMS or state user should no longer be in MACPro. Next up is the system demonstration. As an administrator within MACPro, you are responsible for reviewing and acting upon MACPro role requests. We will now show an in-system demonstration that walks through the process of approving and denying MACPro role requests within the system. Role approvers will receive a task and an email notification when there is a new role request awaiting his or her approval in MACPro. The role approver may access the task by clicking the link to view role requests in the email notification. Alternatively, the role approver may access the role request by logging into MACPro. Initially, you are taken to your Actions page. As a brief note, the users you will be seeing in this session today are training users and are associated with arbitrary information. They do not reflect the state of Kansas in any way. First, select Role Request Management to access pending role requests. Please note, the role requests will not appear in your tasks list. A list of pending role requests will appear under the All Pending Requests header. These requests are visible to all eligible role approvers. The first step to approving a role request is to identify which roles you want to approve. A role approver has the ability to add requests to their queue and remove them from the general pool. To do this, select the checkbox next to the role request. You may select several role requests at a time by selecting multiple checkboxes. Select the button labeled Add to My Queue. Once the requests are placed in your queue, no other role approver may act on this request. Please be aware that you will have until midnight the following business day to act on the role request once it is placed in your queue. If you have not acted on a role request that is added to your queue by midnight the following day, it will be returned to the general pool. To remind eligible role approvers of pending role requests, an email notification will be sent to all eligible role approvers at the end of each business day if there is a pending request that no administrator has added to their queue. If you wish to return to the role request back to the general pool and release it from your queue, select the checkbox next to the role request and select the button labeled Return to Group. By selecting the link to View Edit in the Notes info column, you will see notes entered by the role requester if any were entered. You will also see a description of the role that is being requested to help guide you in your approval process. There is also an option to enter comments in the Reviewer Notes text box. For this example, we will skip this step as we have no comments to add. Now that we have added the role request to our queue and reviewed the requester's notes, let's approve a role request. To approve the role request, select the checkbox next to the role request and select the blue button labeled Approve. A message appears asking if you are sure you want to approve these requests. Select Yes. An action summary will appear confirming the request approval. Select the blue button labeled Continue to return to the role request screen. Once the role is approved, an email notification will be sent to the requester, including any notes that you entered. Next, let's walk through the steps to deny a role request within MACPro. Now that we are back on the role request management screen, you will see that there are additional pending requests that have yet to be claimed. To add a role request to your queue, select the checkbox next to the role request and select the button labeled Add to My Queue. As we previously mentioned, you will have until midnight the following business day to act on the role request once it is placed in your queue. If you have not acted on a role request that is added to your queue by midnight the following day, it will be returned to the general pool. By selecting the link to View Edit in the Notes info column, you will see notes entered by the role requester. You will also see a description of the role that is being requested to help guide you in your decision to approve or deny the request. You may enter comments in the reviewer's notes text box. Since we plan to deny this request, let's enter a reason why you are denying this request. It is a good idea to enter why the denial is taking place, to give the requester direction on how to modify the role request. To deny the role request, select the checkbox next to the role request and select the button labeled Deny. A message appears asking if you are sure you want to deny these requests. Select Yes. An action summary will appear confirming the request denial. Select the blue button labeled Continue to return to the role request management screen. Once the role is denied, an email notification will be sent to the requester, including any notes that you entered. Now let's take a look at how to view other users' profiles. Again, as a reminder, this function is for certain roles within MACPro. If you do not hold a role that has this functionality, these instructions will not apply to you. Which user profiles you can view is determined by your MACPro role. We will begin by selecting the blue User Profile Search link in the upper right corner of the screen. You will notice that there are 3 different views available: Filter by User, Filter by Role, and View All Users. The Filter by User option allows you to search for any user in the system by first name, username, and last name. For this example, we will enter the last name James in the last name field and then click out of the text box. A list of users matching this search criteria will appear in a table below. To view a user's information, select the username. The user's basic information and approved roles will be shown. By selecting Show Advanced Options, you will be able to customize the view of users' approved roles. You may check the boxes next to the fields that you wish to show in the Approved Roles table. Available fields are State Territory, Program, Component, Authority, Region, Office Type, Approved By, Date Approved, Tasks, and Title for Notice. If the checkbox next to Tasks is selected, you will be able to determine if one of the user's approved roles has any accepted tasks within MACPro. The Tasks column will display one of 2 things: None or View Accepted Tasks. For this user, you will see that one of their roles displays None and one displays View Accepted Tasks, indicating that this role currently has accepted tasks. If you select the link to View Accepted Tasks, a list of accepted tasks will be shown below the table. In this example, the user has an open task to review a submission package. You can hide the checkboxes by selecting Hide Advanced Options. Let's look at the other 2 options for viewing user profiles. The second option is Filter by Role. Using this view, you may filter by role, program, component, authority, office type, or region. A list of users matching this search criterion will appear in a table below. Depending on your MACPro role, you may be also able to filter by EIDM role name or state territory. The final option to view user profiles is View All Users. By selecting this view, a table will show all users that you are allowed to view. This concludes the demonstration on how to approve or deny a role in MACPro. Technical assistance is available to MACPro users. For issues related to MACPro access and how to use the MACPro system, contact the MACPro Help Desk at macpro_helpdesk@cms.hhs.gov, call 301-547-4688, or select the Request System Help link within MACPro. To help expedite an answer to your request, here's the information that should be provided in an email request to the help desk. Your contact information, the program and authority you are using such as MACPro Medicaid State Plan eligibility, a detailed description of your inquiry, if applicable, specify the last screen or activity that was performed before experiencing the issue, and please include any screenshots of the issue that you are experiencing. We will now provide you with some next steps. We have two next steps. First, all administrators should confirm that they can log into MACPro. At the end of this presentation, there will be a live session to help you add a role to your MACPro ID so you can begin reviewing role requests. Second, please monitor your email notifications and be vigilant about any role requests that come your way. If you need more information on role descriptions, please refer to the slides in the appendix of this presentation. Thank you for your ongoing efforts to ensure MACPro users obtain access in a timely manner.
The MACPro Help Desk team welcomes your suggestions for our training and reference materials. Please contact us with your feedback and comments on this training, or if you need other MACPro assistance. You may contact us via email at macpro_helpdesk@cms.hhs.gov or by phone at 301-547-4688.